We are officially 1 week away from the start of spring. With that comes allergies, not only yours, but to your pets. Also begins the start of snake bite season here in North Carolina. Dr. Kelley Gebhardt with Happy Tales Veterinary Emergency Clinic is here with us today, talking about what you need to know for spring and answering your pet-related questions. So as always, you can text in your questions to the number that's on the screen. That's 336-379-5775. You ask your question anonymously, and she's going to give you the answer. All right, let's start with the allergies, just because all of us humans have been sneezing and wheezing. And we're miserable. What types of allergies can pets have?
Well, they can have all the same allergies we do. They can be allergic to pollens, trees, grasses, molds, fleas, dust mites, other cats, other dogs. So they can have all the allergies. They can have food allergies as well, and they can have vaccine allergies. So they can have a full variety of allergies. And a lot of times in the spring, or you can have seasonal allergies in your pet. So in the spring, summer, or fall, you might see an increase in those allergies or allergic symptoms based on the pollens that are released at that time. So just like us, a lot of pets right now are having the itchy scratchies, red feet, and things like that.
Okay, so that was my next question was, what are the symptoms of allergies in pets that, I mean, maybe some of them are the same for us and some of them are a little different?
Yeah, very similar. You can have pink or red skin, itching all over, red between the toes, chewing the feet, ear infections. Allergies are the #1 underlying cause for ear infections. Cats can have flare-ups in their asthma. You can also have dogs with chronic allergies can get kind of elephant-looking skin or thickened skin and darkened skin. Those are some of the most common symptoms we see. Hair loss also. For flea allergies, you get hair loss around the tail base. Those are some of the main symptoms we see.
Okay, so let's talk about how important it is to address pet allergies. I mean, sometimes like with our allergies, they go away after the season or whatever. Which ones do we know that we definitely need to address? Or do we need to address them all?
Yeah, addressing allergies in general is super important for the overall quality of life of our pets, right? So the main benefit to addressing the allergies is improving their quality of life by decreasing the itching and those allergic symptoms, which can be miserable. And then also we decrease the risk of secondary infections, because one of the main things that happens with allergies is that they itch and scratch, they have inflamed skin, they break the skin barrier, then they get secondary skin infections or those ear infections, and then they need treatments for that. So antibiotics, antifungals, medicated baths, and medications to treat the skin inflammation like steroids, which also have side effects if they're on those long term. So managing the allergies helps improve the pet's quality of life, and then ultimately helps prevent having to treat those, which one of the happy side effects of managing allergies is ultimately it saves us money in the long run because we don't have to be spending extra finances on managing those secondary problems. So
Gotcha.
Those are some reasons.
Okay, well, there's a couple different ways, right, that like humans, right, have their allergies diagnosed. Sometimes they do the prick test or whatever, that kind of stuff. Sometimes the doctor just looks at you and can tell. So how do you diagnose a pet allergy?
Right. So they actually do the same thing in pets with allergies, environmental allergies in particular. To diagnose those, they do a skin test and a blood test at the same time, and that gives you the breakdown of those specific allergens. If it's a food allergy, then you have to go through a specific food trial to eliminate things that are causing the allergy from the food, whether that's a protein, a carbohydrate, a preservative, or a dye in the food. And if you go through a special diet and the allergic symptoms resolve, then you know it's a food allergy. If you have allergies all year long and there's no up and down with these seasons, then trying a food trial to rule out food allergies would be a good idea. With flea allergies, a lot of times you'll see the fleas, so they have a specific hair loss pattern, and that's really the way to diagnose flea allergies.
Okay, it's interesting how each one has something very different, and you got to treat that differently. I liked how you said the food allergy thing is very much like what we would do too. Like we're going to eliminate cheese out of our diet or whatever. Are there treatments? What are the treatments for the allergies, and can some of their allergies be cured?
Right. So allergies in general, we can't really cure them, but we manage them long term, right? So with environmental allergies, there is the option if you go through the allergy testing, then you can get an allergy shot just like kids get, where it's immunotherapy to decrease your the pet's body's immune response to that specific allergy. So that helps manage it long term in that way. Food allergies, you put them on a special diet to eliminate the allergic protein or carbohydrate that's causing the allergy in their body. For fleas, you have to have 100% flea control in the household. So all pets need to be on flea preventative year round. The other one, blanking for a second.
Okay, we did the fleas and we did the food. And how about
Yeah.
like anything else, like with their paws or anything like that, like with the trees and the grass and that kind of jazz?
Oh, yeah, so thank you for that reminder. One thing is decreasing exposure, right? So we can't eliminate all the allergies from our environment, but if we bathe their feet when they come in or bathe them weekly or every other week to decrease the amount of allergies on their body, then that will decrease the contact time and their overall exposure. And by decreasing their exposure, you're going to decrease that allergic response in their body. So
Gotcha.
those are things.
Okay. All right. Now let's talk about snake bites. How do you reduce the risk of encounters with snakes? Because I don't even want to start thinking about this.
Right. So snakes are actually a pretty big problem here in Guilford County. Copperheads are the venomous snake we have in this area, and we love wooded areas. So wooded areas, mulch, low shrubs, those are the perfect environments for copperheads. So you want to make sure that if you have a wooded backyard, you're very much aware of where your dog is going. Leash walk them during the summer if you have to. We actually found a copperhead under one of our rose bushes a couple of years ago, right next to where we were walking. So we have a very wooded backyard with wood piles, so I'm very much on alert for those all the time. When I was walking around Country Park, or Battleground Park, where I found a couple of copperheads just walked on the side of the Greenway Trail there. So this area has a lot of copperheads in wooded areas, and avoiding wooded areas is really important. Making sure to take care of any rodent issues you may have in your property, because those are going to attract snakes. And keeping your dog on a leash when going on walks in wooded areas is really important.
Okay, we're going to continue to talk about this. We're going to answer the question about what do you do if there is a snake bite, and how do you even know that it's a snake bite versus something else. And we're taking your questions when we come back after the break.